Here are 15 Stardew Valley tips and tricks that other YouTubers are afraid to share with you. Slimes are easily one of the most annoying enemies in this entire game. This is entirely due to their slowing debuff. When a slime hits you, there is a chance that you will be slowed. There is nothing more annoying than being slow in a video game. I mean, we have 8 ways to make our character faster, so let's just avoid being slow at all costs. You could be immune to debuffs with immunity, however you will still take damage from slimes. Yeah, no, just use the ultimate slime charmer ring. The only issue is that you will need to defeat 1000 slimes to get this ring. Fortunately, there is a way to farm weak, easy slimes. First, get Monster Musk to increase the amount of enemies that you get to slay. Then head into the regular mines until you find an infested floor around the lower levels so the slimes are weak and easy to defeat. Then destroy the slimes, leave the mines and re-enter the mines and destroy more slimes. Keep destroying these easy one-hit slimes for the rest of the day, and you, my fine sir, will have a slime charmer ring in literally no time. It's that easy. What if you just want to mine for resources without even thinking about enemies? Oil of garlic. This is interesting, and you can craft it with 10 pieces of garlic and 1 jar of oil. Drinking this odd and great tasting liquid will completely prevent enemies from spawning in the regular mines. Now you can just focus on mining for resources without a gosh darn fear in the world. How could you not know about something so useful? Well, the truth is that this stuff doesn't quite work as well in the skull cavern. Enemies will still appear in the skull cavern. However, you will never find a prehistoric floor in the skull cavern when you drink the stuff. You know, those floors that waste so much time in the skull cavern and prevent you from getting deep and swimming in iridium ore? Yeah, oil of garlic will prevent those worthless floors from ever showing up. If you have been craving a new cozy game that goes beyond farming, something with turn-based combat and deep customization and that wholesome charm, Dragon Song Tavern might be very interesting to you. Dragon Song Tavern, cozy and adventurous, a hand-drawn life sim where you run your own magical tavern, explore a whimsical world and even battle monsters in strategic turn-based combat. There is a lot packed into this game. You'll be managing your tavern, cooking over 200 unique dishes. Customize your tavern, set up the menu for the day, and swiftly serve your patrons for profit and progress. You will have to carefully manage your farm, ensuring you have a constant supply of fresh produce to cook from. There are also tons of unique fish to catch that will make perfect meals to satisfy those hungry adventurers. There are also 8 distinct areas to explore. Each has their own rare and unique resource that you will need to gather to cook highly valuable meals that are sure to satisfy any traveling adventurer. These areas are also filled with mystical and dangerous monsters that you will need to strategically defeat with a turn-based combat system. Fortunately, you are given the ability to absolutely min-max your characters with unique, powerful equipment and abilities. Carefully balance attack and defense to ensure victory. There are also festivals that you can attend and win and impress to increase the reputation of your tavern. Dragon Song Tavern is in early access on Steam right now. Check out the link in the description or the pinned comment and start building your cozy tavern empire today. Thank you to Dragon Song Tavern, cozy and adventurous, for sponsoring this video. Coffee is crucial to your success, more so in the mines and the skull cavern. The downside is that coffee doesn't last very long and it will get very expensive very quickly. So just rely on enemies for coffee instead. Get the monster compendium book, equip the burglar ring, and most importantly get that hot Java ring in the volcano. Now whenever you defeat an enemy, they might drop coffee. With this whole setup, I just get unholy amounts of coffee on every single skull cavern run I do. It is actually unfair. Now imagine if you had some monster musk to increase the amount of enemies. You could just start an entire coffee empire without even planting a single seed. Yeah, we can purchase golden walnuts from this parrot guy here. It is expensive, but it is convenient. Instead of wasting money on this, every single time you find a golden walnut, drop down a floor. This sounds random, kinda silly, right? No, this is to indicate that you found this golden walnut, so you do not have to hold the same spot when there are just 3 more that you need to find, and you just cannot. I know the pain. The parrot really is considerably more convenient. In the early game, it is absolutely fundamental that you craft up a chest and some furnaces and drop those on the first floor of the regular mines. Listen, turning quartz into refined quartz or copper ore into copper bars is really quick. You can dive into the mines, mine some resources, defeat some enemies, and every 5 floors, quickly use the elevator, refill your furnaces, drop off some loot in the chest, and then continue on your journey to find more resources. This simple little tiny efficiency tip will save you tons of time in the long run. Fire quartz has a secret. They are more than just a requirement for the community center and for the museum. Fire quartz have a similar ability to regular quartz. They can be turned into refined quartz by dropping them into a furnace. However, fire quartz will create 3 servings of refined quartz, which is much better than regular garbage quartz. However, it gets better if you drop 5 fire quartz into a heavy furnace. There is a chance that you will get 20 refined quartz instead of 3. Now that is highly efficient. Heavy furnaces really are that good. Warp totems are insanely helpful. They let you teleport all over the place with ease. However, the island warp totem is the biggest scam I have ever seen. It costs 1 dragon tooth to craft. These things are insanely hard to find. Why would you ever craft an island warp totem when you can craft an island obelisk for 10 dragon teeth? The island obelisk will work forever. Imagine using 10 dragon teeth on 10 warp totems and just absolutely wasting those high valuable teeth. Don't forget that dragon teeth can now be used to add additional bonus enchantments to your weapons now. They're not useless in the slightest. Mixed seeds are interesting. A mixed seed will grow into a random seasonal crop from the season you are in. However, Ginger Island does not have any seasons, so mixed seeds can grow into a wider variety of crops on Ginger Island. One of these includes pineapples, the new exclusive crop from the Ginger Island update. Pineapples are insane. They regrow and make great wine, so save all of your mixed seeds and grow them exclusively on Ginger Island. Then drop those pineapples into seed makers to grow your pineapple empire. The volcano on Ginger Island is interesting. Your regular iridium pickaxe is not good enough here. It will require 2 hits of your pickaxe to harvest regular rocks. This can greatly slow down your progress. However, if you enchant your pickaxe with the powerful enchantment, you can destroy rocks in 1 hit again. Ginger Island is often overlooked as a place to farm for resources. You should come here more often. You can get copper, iron, gold, iridium, and most importantly, cinder shards from the volcano. There are also these chests in here with insane items. Get the items and get some resources while you're at it. I'm sure you know that you can fit 18 fruit trees in your greenhouse. This is the second most effective place to put fruit trees in the game, except for Ginger Island, of course. However, why can we not drop regular oak trees in the greenhouse? Look, it will not allow me. For some strange reason, you can only grow regular trees on the dirt over here, where we would rather grow crops. So yeah, I guess we should avoid planting regular trees in the greenhouse. After finding many golden walnuts and doing some quests for Mr. Key, you will get the lovely opportunity of buying some exclusive items from him at his store. Most of these are great, except for the Enricher. This has got to be the most useless item in the entire game. So drop some fertilizer into your iridium sprinkler and the Enricher will automatically use the fertilizer when you plant crops. What? That's it? Compared to making our iridium sprinklers cover a larger area? Yeah, never waste your key gems on the Enricher. Tea trees are interesting. You can craft tea tree saplings after you have gotten Caroline to 2 hearts. Tea trees will drop tea leaves every day in the last week of any season. Tea leaves can then be used to make green tea. Green tea does not sell for much, but it does make a good gift for a couple of the villagers. Anyway, green tea is one of the only things in the entire game that you can grow outside of your farm. If you plant green tea in a garden pot anywhere in the entire game, they will grow and they will produce tea leaves. I turned my entire quarry into a green tea haven. Yeah, Caroline thinks I'm pretty cool. Journey of the Prairie King is a hard game, and you need to complete it for achievements. But did you know that you can save your progress and tents make it even easier? Play Journey of the Prairie King. Every time you beat a level, quit the game and sleep in a tent to save your progress. You can then continue playing from where you left off. If you die, reset the game and try again. You can also use this method to beat the game without being hit a single time. That is how I got the achievement. Between the 12th and the 14th of summer, it will be crab mating season. The ocean will have this slight green hue to it. This is more than just a visual change. There will be much more forageables at the beach during this time. Take advantage of this as coral and sea urchins sell for quite a bit of gold. Do you have too many key gems and have no idea what to use them for? Just buy a bunch of hoppers. They are really bad, however, why not just deconstruct those suckers? You will get a single radioactive bar for each hopper. With the blacksmith profession, you can sell these for 4,500 gold. A hopper costs 10 key gems. This means that each key gem is effectively worth 450 gold. Not great, but not bad. Thank you to Dragon Song Tavern for sponsoring this video. Check them out on Steam using the pinned comment. Thanks for watching, but for now, I will see you in the next video.